Hello everyone and welcome back to another Planet Coaster 2 video. In this video we're gonna dive into one of the most amazing tools that you can see in Planet Coaster 2, the scenery brush. Yes, please everyone clap for Frontier because this tool is a game changer, it's just amazing and I can't wait to have it in the game and in Planet Zoo too because I'm a Planet Zoo fan, so let's dive in. Here we can see the scenery brush in the deep dive. I also covered this brush in my deep dive of the deep dive, where I carefully review the deep dive in more than 1 hour, taking a look at all the details that you might have missed. So if you want to check that in more detail, check out that video. In this video, I'm gonna dive into the scenery brush specifically because I do think it deserves its own video. It's a great feature and I love it. So let's go here. First, we have the scenery brush menu. The scenery brush is basically, if you're not familiar with it, is a feature that will let you just click on the terrain and then dynamically generate the scenery, like the trees, the rocks, the plants. It will be a game changer and really time-saving feature. You can see this in action over here. This is taken from the deep dive. You just click on it and there you go. The trees appear magically out of nowhere. It's just really nice. Previously we had to place them one by one, and I do love that one by one process, but I understand that if you're not able to or you don't want to invest like hours of every day just placing the scenery, this brush will make your life a lot easier. Another great thing is that the trees are individually editable, so once you have them with the scenery brush over here, you can click on them and you can move them with the advanced move tools, and you can also rotate them if you want to. You will see that in just a moment here. You can also rotate them if you want to, and you can also scale them, and that is amazing. Amazing. I love how they can be scaled with the new scaling tool like this. So you can have a really small palm tree or a really large palm tree. It really depends on you. So now that you know what this feature is all about, let's dive into the options that we have over here. I'm gonna keep this little nice scene on the left and we're gonna focus on the right on these options. First, we find brush type. We can see that the brush type is preset, but we also have different brush types, and I'm really curious to know more about this because there will be different brushes. You can see this, you have options to change the brush type. Then you can see different like biomes or different biomes and different types of scenery items. Like here we have tropical large trees. We can also have small trees. We can also have small rocks based on the icons or large rocks. So we will be able to place rocks here as well, and that is really awesome. We can also change the type of scenery that we have previously. If we go here, we can see temperate forest trees. We can also see like bushes, I think, and rocks. And then if you change this, if you go, you can see tropical rocks, small. If you go a little bit here, you can see tropical large trees. And you can also see taiga rocks large. This is what we've seen so far, and it looks amazing so far. We can choose the different scenery types, and we also have these settings. You can change the size of the brush. If you want to affect a smaller area, you just decrement the size of the brush or make it larger, and you can have an entire forest in just a second. If you want the intensity here, you can change that in the intensity to 5%. This is the minimum intensity, and then you can raise that up. I assume it would be up to 100%. Intensity usually means how much of this area, let me show you here, like you have the brush, how much of this area from the center will be affected by the effect. So if you want to have trees all the way to the edge, you would raise that up to 100% or to the maximum value. That's usually how intensity works with this type of radial tools, but we will have to see that. We haven't seen the intensity itself in action. Then we have align to surface. We can toggle that on or off. Align to surface, the creators mentioned that it will be like if you have a hill or a mountain and you want the trees to be aligned to the mountain, you keep this on. But if you want them to just point upwards to the sun, you just turn this off. And you can also change this to avoid paths or not. You can set this on or off. If you want to have the trees on the paths or outside of the paths. You can also ignore scenery, and you have other options, but they didn't really show us this in the deep dive. Right now they are ignoring the scenery, so I think that they will be ignoring like the pieces that we place on the terrain. And this over here is like the most interesting part, I think. Well, all of this is interesting, all of this is amazing, but I think that the most amazing thing about this menu is this over here, that we can actually create a new brush. I am really looking forward to this. I can't tell you how excited I am, because creating our own custom brushes will be amazing for creating unique and personalized sceneries. If we want to have like a set of rocks in a specific color, if they are flexicolor, maybe we can add them to our brush and we will have only like, let's say, purple rocks or blue rocks or gray rocks. It unlocks an entire world of possibilities, and they are following their slogan there, like boundless creativity. This is what this unleashes. We can also edit the brush, so we can change the brush that we have over here, and we can change the brush type. So what more can I ask from this tool? It just looks amazing. You can see the result. It already looks amazing without even customizing any of the settings that they added over here. This is basically the scenery brush. I wanted to cover this in its own unique video because I do think that it's one of the most important and transformative tools that we have in this game. I'm so happy that Frontier decided to include this in the game, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it live in action and in the next deep dives. If you want to check out this second deep dive in more detail and find hidden details and items that you may not have seen before, check out my deep dive of the deep dive, and I will be linking that in this video. You can also find it on my channel. It's a really detailed video diving deep into everything that they showed us in the second deep dive, including all the tools, the pool, the pathing, and everything. Great, so I will see you in the next videos. Thank you for watching.